That's why he's speaking to the wind in the desert. Okay? It's a little interesting. It's a little silly. But we're going to start on page 152. Just teach me to be the wind for a few moments. Okay? Who wants to start us off? Who wants to read first?
152,
Yes. And you start us off?
yes.
Amazing.
We start at the top, right? Just
Yeah.
teach, okay.
Yeah, we're starting at the top.
Just teach me to be the wind for a few moments, the boy said. So you and I can talk about the limit possibilities of people and the winds. The people's curiosity, the people curiosity was aroused, something that had never happened before. It wanted to talk about those things, but it didn't. Where was it? It didn't. Oh my God.
It's alright.
But it didn't know about how to turn a man into the wind. And look how many things the wind already knew how to do. It creates deserts, sank ships, felled entire forests, and blew through cities creates deserts, sank ships, felled entire forests, and blew through cities filled with music and strange noises. It felt that it had no limits, yet here was a boy saying there were other things the wind should be able to do. This is what we call love, the boy said, seeing that the wind was close to granting what he requested. When you loved, you can do anything in creation. When you are loved, there's no need to understand what's happening because everything happens in you. And even then, them men can turn themselves into the wind as long as the wind helps, of course.
Awesome. Okay, who wants to pick up from there? This wind was a proud being.
Guys, I can read, trust.
Anyone want to read next?
I'll read again.
No, let's see. Does anyone want to read? Who's got their books out?
Guys. Hast du noch movement?
Alright, the wind was a proud being, and it was becoming irritated with what the boy was saying. It commenced to blow harder, raising the desert sands. And finally, it had to recognize that even making its way around the world, it didn't know how to turn a man into wind, and it knew nothing about love. In my travels around the world, I've often seen people speaking of love and looking toward the heavens, the wind said, furious and having to acknowledge its own limitation. Maybe it's better to ask heaven. Well, then help me do that, the boy said. Fill this place with a sandstorm so strong that it blots out the sun. Then I can look to heaven without blinding myself. So the wind blew with all its strength, and the sky was filled with sand. The sun was turned into a golden disk. At the camp, it was difficult to see anything. The men of the desert were already familiar with that wind. They called it the Simon, and it was worse than the storm at sea. Their horses cried out, and all their weapons were filled with sand. On the heights, one of the commanders turned to the chief and said, "Maybe we had better end this."
Yes, it's in
They
the
could
title.
barely see the boy. Their faces were covered with blue cloths, and their eyes showed fear. "Let's stop this," another commander said. "I want to see the greatness of Allah," the chief said. "With respect, I want to see how a man turns himself into the wind." But he made a mental note of the names of the two men who had expressed their fear. As soon as the wind stopped, he was going to remove them from their command, because true men of the desert are not afraid. "The wind told me you know about love," the boy said to the sun. "If you know about love, you must also know about the soul of the world, because it's made of love." "From where I am," the sun said, "I can see the soul of the world. It communicates with my soul, and together we cause the plants to grow and the sheep to seek out shade. From where I am, and I'm a long way from the earth, I learned how to love. I know that if I came even a little bit closer to the earth, everything there would die, and the soul of the world would no longer exist. So we contemplate each other, and we want each other, and I give it life and warmth, and it gives me my reason for living." "So you know about love," the boy said. "And I know the soul of the world, because we have talked at great length to each other during the endless trips through the universe. It tells me that its greatest problem is that up until now, Only the minerals and vegetables understand. Yeah. You guys want to read?
I was gonna ask if I could use the bathroom, but I'll
All right. Yeah.
Put it under the chair.
Yeah.
The hell is jeez.
That there's no need for iron to be the same as copper, or copper the same as gold. Each performs its own exact function as a unique being, and everything would be a symphony of peace if the hand that wrote all this
I'm live for a
stopped
reason,
on the
guys.
fifth day of creation. But there was a sixth day, the sun went on. You are wise because you observe everything from a distance, the boy said, but you don't know about love. If there hadn't been a sixth day, man would not exist. Copper would always just be copper, and lead just lead. It's true that everything has its personal legend, but one day that personal legend will be realized. So each thing has to transform itself into something better, and to acquire a new personal legend until someday the soul of the world becomes one thing only. Does anyone want to pick up page 155?
What are you doing? Are you in class? Yeah, bro, I'm in class right now. Yeah.
You want to pick up?
Yeah, we on page
155.
155. I bet.
On your page.
Yep. We had this out, right?
Yes.
Okay. The sun thought about that and decided to shine more brightly. The wind, which was enjoying the conversation, started to blow with greater force, so that the sun would not blind the boy. Would not blind the boy. This is why alchemy exists, the boy said, so that everyone. Stop hating. So everyone enjoy. What the fuck? So the conversation started to blow with greater force, so that the sun would not blind the boy. This is what. Oh shoot. This is why alchemy exists, the boy said, so that everyone will search for his treasure, find it, and then want to be better than he was in his former life. And then want to be better. Want to be better than he was in his former life. Lead will not play its role. Lead will play its role until the world has no further need for lead. And then lead will turn itself into gold. That's what alchemists do. They show that when we strive to be better, then everything around us becomes better too. Well, why did you say that? I don't know about love, the son asked the boy. Because it's not love to be static like the desert, no, nor, oh damn it, I lost what it was. Nor is it love, no, roam the world like the wind, and is not love to see everything from a distance, like you do. Love is the force that transforms and improves the soul of the world. When I first reached through it, I thought the souls of the world was perfect, but later I could see that it was the aspects of creation and had its own passions and wars. It is we who nourish the soul. I could see that it was the aspects of it had its own what was that? But later I could see there was other aspects of creation and had its own passion and wars. It is we. Oh my God, that's what it was. It is we who nourish the soul of the world, and the world we live in will neither be better or worse, depending on whether we become better or worse. And that's where the power of love comes in, because when we love, we always strive to become better than we are. So what do you want of me? The son asked.
Okay, excellent job, Kaden.
No.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys
Just got a new one.
read
And
the
there was actually
rest
15 people in there.
of this section, okay?
15.
You are reading up to page. You're reading up to
Good
page
boy,
61,
Jacob.
okay?
Yep.
So
sign
stop
that
at
off.
page 61 and then answer. There's only one question for section 7. So just answer the question for section 7. Although Santiago asked the wind, the desert, and sun to help him, none know how to turn a man into wind. Where does the boy find the answer? What is the largest significance of this answer?
What's up, Quest?
Guys, come on. I can't just have you sit here and do nothing today.
I
You
apologize.
do this on page 152, or where we left off, page 156 to 161, and then answer the question in your packet. Where's everybody's packets? Can you take them out?
Trying to find my current.
I know you all have packets. I checked them and graded them.
I know somewhere. Miss Tiger,
Yes.
I don't remember you giving mine back. Cause I checked my whole book bag. I can't find it. I checked all the desks too.
I mean, I can give you another copy. I don't
Okay.
think I have it.
But I have to redo the whole thing since.
No,
'cause
no,
I-
no, no.
Okay.
If I already here, if
Yeah.
I already graded it, then you would just have to do.
Okay. Doing school.